right, let me pull it up. So, yeah, so for those of you who are unfamiliar, Godot is a game engine, and apparently their like social media manager has gone completely fucking rogue and has gone insane. Has pretty much gone insane. So yeah, let's take a look at this, shall we?
Hey, what's up, guys? Riv here. So today we're
Hi,
going to be talking
Rev.
about one of the fastest downfalls in gaming history. We're going to be talking about Godot Engine, a free open source game engine that saw its downfall largely because of the social media posts of its community manager as well as some of its moderators. Now, this is really breach containment. Dozens of YouTubers are talking about Godot Engine, including Asmongold, which will be relevant for later in this
Yeah,
video. Now,
and that's how I found out about it. Is I saw like a 1 minute clip of Asmund talking about this, which is why I was like, okay, I know Rev has made videos on it. We need to check this out.
what went wrong in this situation? Well, it all stems from a very ill-fated tweet right here where they said, apparently game engines are woke now. Well then, we won't complain, rainbow emoji. Show us your hashtag woke games below. So this is a really bad tweet for a lot of reasons. Besides,
oh yeah, I mean, the hair is all you need to know. That literally the hair and the hair color and the hairstyle is all you need to know.
and we won't complain, rainbow emoji. A really bad tweet for a lot of reasons. Besides the fact it's embracing wokeness, this is a very political and divisive tweet. I don't care if you like it or dislike it, you have to acknowledge it's divisive. When your content or your brand has nothing to do with politics,
well, that's exactly, I think that's the entire point, Hoseki. A game engine should not be anything other than a game engine. There should not be politics involved in a game engine whatsoever. That's kind of the point of all this. Is that if you're going to try to inject politics into a fucking game engine, you've already lost. That's kind of the point.
you gain nothing.
Okay,
by
Leo,
making
have a good
tweets like
night.
this. You only divide your potential audience. Okay, so with this, you're not only dividing people, but also you're embracing woke culture, which I don't know if Godot Engine's been paying attention the last couple of weeks and months, but anything in the gaming industry associated with wokeness is failing really hard. And this tweet was made by their community manager, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Basically, it boils down to this. It's like the burgers meme, right? It's like, are you selling me a game engine or are you selling me a political agenda? So they made a lot of mistakes. The community manager who runs this account made a lot of
There we go. Chat, is this not what I crow about on a daily basis? This is what I say on a daily fucking basis. Practically. Exactly. People do not have any problem with those in the LGBT community. They have a problem with the activists within said community blasting them in the face with it at every chance they get for no reason.
A lot of mistakes, beginning with hiding hundreds of replies on related tweets, which is always a mistake, right? When you hide replies, you're not only showing people that these particular responses bother you, you're also making a nice curated separate tab showing all of these tweets and replies that you're hiding. It's basically like a jumbotron for all the tweets that got under your skin. They made another mistake, a classic mistake with people in this situation. They started going on
I just don't care. Not my circus, not my barrel of monkeys.
There it is! Exactly, Eki. And that's why I've said that the majority of people within the LGBT community, they're not activists, they just want to live their lives peacefully. They just want to live normal lives peacefully. They want to be treated like normal human beings. They don't go running around saying, I am X, Y, or Z. You must respect me or respect my authority, whatever meme you want to use. They literally just want to be treated like every other person and live normal lives. The activists fuck that up royally.
blocking spree. The community manager running the Godot account here starts blocking everyone, not just people making fun of them, but people giving them very mild and fair criticism for their posts. Here's an example of that. So responding to the original post, this user said, "Can you focus on fixing / supporting bitmap?"
Y'all remember when woke was the past tense of to wake? Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Yeah, cryptic. That's kind of like how I say words have started to lose meaning. It's actually why you guys may have noticed I try to avoid using the term woke. I don't use it all that often. I will instead refer to SJA or DEI because that is very specific. Woke is very broad in scope, and it is a word that has been co-opted. Because now, if you use woke, like he or she woke up, nowadays people are gonna go, wait, he or she's an activist? It's like, no, he literally woke the fuck up. So, that's kind of one of the reasons why, Baby Davis, yeah, not wrong. But it's why you guys may have noticed I don't use the term woke. I don't, because it's so broad scope. And it's too easy to use. It's so basically woke is now being used with the same shotgun spread attack pattern as racist and homophobic is by the other side. This is where I said that both sides are full of shit. One side constantly calls every bit of any little bit of criticism racist or homophobic or some kind of istrophobe. The other side calls anything involving the other side basically anything that involves something that is even mildly LGBT or women's rights, even if it's not going to the extremes that people actually do hate, even if it's done in a mild way, it is instantly labeled as woke. So both sides of the equation do it with equal shotgun spread style. And that's why I very much try to avoid using that word whenever I can, and will be more specific like I have been.
Map fonts to properly import into your engine first instead of
Actually, I
doing all
rewinded
the
some
font.
to
The
hear this
original
post again.
This user said, "Can you focus on fixing / supporting bitmap fonts to properly import into your engine first instead of doing all this sort of thing? It's delaying my project a lot, having to try to bug fix this with little documentation you have for this." So basically this person's saying, I'm using your engine, it's having issues, you're hurting my bottom line, can you please focus on fixing these issues instead of going out and making divisive tweets like this for no reason? And what
Perfectly legitimate complaint. Perfectly legitimate. Your focus is supposed to be fixing your game engine.
Cheer 100 woke. When other knowledge enrages.
Like, you're in business. You are in. Yeah, it's open source, but I'm guessing they're getting donations to maintain. I mean, no, sorry. Sorry, it's not free. The game engine. This engine is not free, right? It's simply open source. It's not free, but it's just open source. So your entire business model is on making it is free. Okay, it is free. My guess is then that they receive donations. They're probably working off a donation basis then. So your entire business is facilitating this game engine. This is a perfectly legitimate comment of, you know what? Instead of posting about political or sociological ideology, how about you just fix your technological product? You know, the reason why people give you money in the first place. Absolutely legitimate complaint here.
was the response? Well, this individual was blocked by the official account. Here's an
Wait, and they said blocking me for this really mild criticism for something that should be in a 2D engine a while now is making me consider switching to a different engine. Boom! There's a proper use of resources and it should be done to fix the stuff you have in there, not adding new things. Right there. That right there. Making me consider switching to a different engine. There it is. And my guess is a lot of people are doing that.
response. Well, this individual was blocked by the official account. Here's an even more crazy example. So,
Then I heard this one I heard about. I've been blocked. Guess what? I'm a titanium level backer for the Godot fund. Guess what the next move is? Wow. So his original post was focus on the engine and not politics.
If they don't focus on that stuff in games, people will be happier. And they can be who they want to be in the real world and not worry about it.
Yeah, but RoboSpartan, if they focus on the games instead of the ideology, they don't feel like they have meaning. Or at least the manager for Godot's Twitter feed. Because Rep's probably gonna get into it, but I've heard that the CEO of hi Ishwar. And now you're leaving. So bye? Okay. You know, I did the community manager for this Twitter account, I think, went rogue. Completely rogue, I think. After the curveball, the scammers trying to message you, do they send friend requests before they try to message you? Taurus, thank you. Friend request from Harper. Who's Harper? Is it someone in chat? I don't know. I didn't notice a Harper in chat, so I don't know. Discord. Okay. If it's someone that you do not know, feel free to ignore it. Okay, yeah, feel free to ignore them. But yeah, so this guy made a perfectly legitimate statement. Focus on the engine, not politics, because yeah, you're in the game industry engine. You're in the game engine industry. You are not into any societal or political venue. You should not be talking politics. And what? And he's a titanium level backer, and I don't know how much a titanium level backer gives, but if you are pissing off your financial backers, because other backers are going to see this, because he tagged them. So other titanium level backers are going to see this. Guess what's going to happen to all that money? Uh-oh.
this individual named Starkium with the @Life Art Studios says this: I've been blocked. Guess what? I'm a titanium level backer for the Godot fund. Guess what my next move is? And you can see the response to the original post. Even more simple. It's 7 words saying focus on the engine and not politics. And how would the Godot engine account respond to that? Blocking this individual. Big mistake, by the way, because this person, as
they focused on the game, then they would actually make a good game. Well, Brandon, they're not making the game. I should point that out. Godot is not making an actual game. They are making an engine for games to run on. So basically, it's kind of like how think about how some games run on the Frostbite engine, or and running on Unreal. It's basically the code that the games run off of. But again, you're still there partially correct. Oh, okay, Brandon, are you back? I can say it again. I can say it again if you're back from the ad. Yeah, chat. If you get an ad, let me know. I'll pause the video until the ads are back. Someone let Brandon know. Let me know when he's back. And I will repeat my response. I'll be happy to. Because okay, so Brandon Jasper, what I was saying is they don't actually. Godot does not actually make a game. Thank you, Taurus. Godot does not actually make a game. They make a game engine. So they make the code that games run off of, similar to the example I gave is how some games run off the Frostbite engine or the Unreal engine. You know, the backbone of what the game works off of. So they're not game devs, they are game engine developer. And so if they, if they focused on making the game engine, they could make a very good game engine that a lot of developers might want to buy into to use for their game. And if a game engine is really good, kind of like how Unreal, I think the gold standard right now
Titanium is 100 euros a month.
Really? Okay. That's not a small amount. That surprised me, Bath. Who's considered the gold standard these days? Is it Unity or Unreal that is considered the go-to standard for games these days? I thought Unreal was kind of at the top of the food chain. Didn't Unity have an issue with extra charging? Like, wasn't there some kind of issue about Unity, like, asking for more money for the assets? Or something like that? There was some big snafu that I thought was in relation to Unity. But I could be mistaking it for another game engine. Did they? Cool, Beth. Oh, by the way, Brandon Jaspers, make sure you refresh the stream. That way you won't catch any more ads. Oh, Unity added new changes for mobile. Okay. Yes, Patrick, that was Unity that they were asking to pay per download, not purchase, correct? It was Unity, not Unreal, that did that? Okay, it was, yeah, so that's what I was thinking of with Unity, is paying per download versus purchase. Okay, so I did get that right.
They demonstrate is a titanium level supporter of their company. So this is someone who is substantially supporting them financially, right? This is someone who's giving a lot of money to support this whole project.
Whoever looked it up, how much the titanium backer is, how much is the diamond backer? How much are the diamond backers contributing each month? I'm curious.
And they just got blocked over a simple response on Twitter. And this individual, this Stark person, would say, well, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go on to the related Discord server, and I'm going to reach out. And you can see on Discord with their screenshot, they tag someone named Nat, who is a community manager. And this is the person a lot of people have been talking about, including Asmongold, and we'll revisit this a couple times in this video. But
all right, let's unpack this, shall we? First and foremost, they. First and foremost. Yeah. Content and communications, content creation, my passion. Obnoxiously queer.
250 euros for diamond.
Really? Okay. Well. And they're in Munich. They're located in Munich. Well, last chance. I mean, that was the other thing I was looking at. Like, her thing is Mogu Veggie. Yeah, I mean, and she saw, like, look at that smug face, too. That's a very smug face. So, yeah, we're seeing all sorts of, yeah, that tracks. They have a Twitch channel, too? Oh, yeah, they do. They do have a Twitch channel. That's honestly not surprising. It's honestly not all that surprising.
This is the individual, the community manager, who is running the Godot engine account on Twitter. And just looking at their bio, like, it adds up, right? It all tracks. Like, it makes sense this person is going crazy with this woke stuff. But anyways, the Stark individual would continue.
Honestly, like, at this point, it's getting to bring up the profile. If you see this, if you see pronouns in the bio, it's an immediate, well, there's your problem.
This person is going crazy with this woke
Eh,
stuff. But anyways, the Stark individual would continue, and they would get a response from a different person, a moderator from the Discord server. And this would happen after they were timed out, because initially they were timed out for trying to raise this issue in the Discord server, where they had to reach out to this moderator named Paperjack in private. And this was the response. So Stark says, an hour? Really? Sorry, man, but I didn't see your post. I was replying to people in order. Where the moderator says, I hope you understand why I had to take action. The discussion was escalating, and soon I would have had to take more drastic action. Honestly, it felt like you were probing the rules and trying to get a reaction out of people, some kind of misguided, I'll get them libs kind of attitude. 1 hour is enough for heads to cool down and make you reflect on why you were trying to do that.
Okay. Let me put this into another context. This would be like, okay, let's contextualize this. What we're seeing here, both on Twitter and in Discord, is like a social media person in a corporation telling a shareholder of that corporation, you don't get to speak. That's basically what this is. We're talking about the social media manager, who all they do is they manage the Facebook profiles, the Twitter profiles, the Discords, telling a shareholder, shut your mouth, you don't get to speak. That's what this is. And Brandon, thank you for the follow. But do you realize how insane that is? That is batshit crazy. Can you imagine if? Okay, let's contextualize this even further. Imagine if someone from Microsoft's social media management team said this to one of the shareholders of Microsoft, a substantial shareholder of Microsoft. What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen in that situation? Because it's the same thing. This person is funding the company. And they're talking to them like they're a teenager. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go the way they think it's going to go.
The narcissism. Can you believe this? This person is someone who has financially supported Godot Engine, and they get blocked, and they try to reach out politely on the Discord server, and a moderator...
Let's see if we can see... Okay, we can't see the message. I was hoping he would show the message that precipitated this.
This person is someone who has financially supported Godot Engine, and they get blocked, and they try to reach out politely on the Discord server, and a moderator times them out and says that basically you have this misguided, I'll get them libs attitude, and that you need to sit in time out and think about what you've done. So I also want to state the obvious here. Like, this person is being hit with mild criticism, and they immediately think that is something like, I'll get them libs. So apparently asking questions is a I'll get them libs attitude, which is pretty funny. But
again, they're taking it to the extreme. This is what this side of the equation, the DEISJAs, do. If you critique them or criticize them about literally anything, even if it's not about a social commentary type issue, if you offer any critique whatsoever, they immediately go to an extreme response. Because that's the only thing they know how to do. It's literally the only thing they know how to do is to respond in the extreme. It's not even a hive mind mentality. It's a conditioned response. This has become a conditioned response.
My pronouns are they, them, and you will respect my authority.
No, they're not, Aaron. And no, I won't. Because it's my screen. um, but yeah, this is basically becoming conditional response because what happened is in the early onset of this mental illness that is now DEISJA individuals, excuse me, this was done at the in the beginning, where criticism resulted in blocking, and the devoted followers of this, neo-religion
Does
had,
anyone
hey,
else
it
miss when
works.
respect was earned? 'Cause I sure do.
Oh yeah, all the time, baby Davis. They saw that this worked to a degree.
Wow. Ember not respecting Aaron's pronouns. What's next? You gonna say, I can't identify as an FA, 18E Super Hornet.
Select cryptic. Not without the proper fuel, anyway. um. Yeah, but they saw it worked, at least to their acceptable standards, and so now it's become the standard for this subset of society. Is that you are not allowed to criticize in any way, shape, or form. And if you do, you are an enemy. It is an extremely narrow-minded viewpoint that is dangerous. Because right now it's blocking people on social media. I'd say before too long, because we're seeing this mentality higher up. We're seeing it in, we've seen it in being adopted in government in terms of like-mindedness. So this is, if it continues on track, we're going to be starting to see very widespread real-world consequences of this, where basically people are so fucking snowflake weak-kneed that they cannot take any criticism, that if they receive criticism, it's basically going to go from 0 to nuclear war in 2.5 seconds. And there will not be any criticism allowed. Because guess what? Criticism? The whole purpose of criticism is to help you recognize a problem so you can address it. If you are unaccepting of any criticism, you will never fix a problem. And problems will only fester and persist. Now, fortunately, what we've been seeing as of late is these companies that are refusing to accept criticism to fix their problems are going under. And they're not getting jobs. I've heard of course we miss you, Falcon. I heard the story about the former Sweet Baby Inc. employees that can't get work anymore. Because if they have Sweet Baby Inc. on their resume and no one's fucking hiring anybody that worked for Sweet Baby Inc. As it should be. Go do fast food. Since no tech company is gonna hire you, because guess what? This is a situation where your reputation precedes you. You made your bed. Now shit yourself in it.
Things would get worse on social media. At that point in time, the blocking spree would get out of hand. Hundreds of users getting blocked by the Twitter account. You can see this user archiving some of them, including people who are members of the gaming industry, some game developers who were getting blocked for questioning some of these tweets and decisions. But they would even go further. So apparently Godot Engine and some of the people behind it would even block people on GitHub. So basically they're trying to remove their access to this gaming engine, which is
okay, now they done seriously fucked up. Because this is supposed to be free and open source. A game engine is not free and open source if you get blocked out of it. That's pretty fucked right there. Yeah. This is insanity. Exactly, baby James. It is going directly against their against their statement. Exactly right. And I'm guessing Rev is going to show the CEO's response because the CEO did post, like, I do not know what the fuck is going on right now.
Absolutely insane. This is all over criticism on Twitter over a tweet that their account did not have to make, a very divisive one that's really caused all of these issues and the domino effect of problems that stem from it. But going further, you can see this person, Mezugaki Archive, great name by the way. They say Godot Engine Discord mod replies to the drama. And as you can guess, they blame the chuds for everything. So it gets even worse in the Discord server.
Let's see.
So this individual we now have named Xananax.
And of course,
so I almost
they put a pronoun. It is he, him, but yeah, yeah, here's the thing. You don't need to put pronouns in everything. We have gone more than batshit insane with injecting pronouns into literally everything. It is unnecessary. This person isn't even like, well, who knows? You know what? This person could be trans male, and that's why they're doing the he, him. I mean, who the hell knows? But yeah, Brandon, exactly. Pronouns in bio equals red flag. I remember seeing I forget if it was a TikTok or a YouTube short, where a businesswoman said flat out, if they receive a resume from someone with pronouns in the bio, that resume instantly goes in the trash. They will not hire anybody with pronouns in the bio because it means that they're extremely liberal, which means they're going to cause all sorts of problems if they get hired. They're going to demand special treatment that no one else gets. They're going to cause problems when they don't get it, and they're going to be far more of a headache than they are going to be a benefit to the company. And of course, all of the people that put pronouns in their bio had a shit fit about this. It's like, sucks to be you. They're a private business. They can do whatever the fuck they want. If you don't like it, you don't have to apply for it. No, shout Sparta? No. You know I disagree with that.
Without my pronouns, how else am I gonna get the affection my parents never gave me?
Aaron, be a loving and devoted child to your parents. I don't know. But yeah, Shadow Sparta, I'm going to disagree with you. Because, as I've said many times, I'm 100% behind trans individuals. And trans individuals may not quite fit into your specific criteria there. So, I am going to disagree with you on that. For that reason.
Original community manager from Twitter, but this is one time pronouns have been useful because the other person was a they, them. This is a he, him. So two different people here, at least from my understanding. But they write this long post talking about everything going on. So they say, the drama is created by Godot. We just made a nice tweet to surface cool indie gamers. The drama...
Okay. Okay.
...is created by reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do in their day than to shit on something they are unconcerned with. They even feel persecuted because other people exist and are visible. These people...
So according to this person, someone's saying, how about you fix your fucking engine instead of worrying about politics? Is reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do than to shit on something they are unconcerned with. They're literally concerned about your engine. They even feel persecuted. Who's the one with the persecution complex here? You're the one making this gargantuan statement because people are saying, stop with the politics and fix your shit. Who's the persecuted one?
Cowardice and small-mindedness is a danger to everyone. They're the filth of humanity, and banning them is kindness to everyone, including themselves. That way they can continue to pretend the world is made only of cowards like them and not be subjected to...
Bear in mind, this is the community that is banning and blocking everyone that says boo to them. Yet they're calling them the cowards. Oh, okay, sadistic. Cool. Yeah. Like, the irony should not be lost on anyone here. That the people blocking and banning everyone left, right, and center for saying, hey, can you fix your shit? Are calling them the cowards.
The people that are different. The projection is out of this world. They were talking about cowardice while blocking anyone who dares to criticize them. And they talk about people not being open-minded and being closed off to other opinions while they're blocking anyone with a different opinion. It's absolutely insane. But this individual...
Oh, hang on. I want to look at the rest of this. For me, the only problem of this tweet is that it doesn't happen every day. So more of those imbeciles can get banned. They should be doing these tweets every 30 micro... What the fuck is that? I'm not... I don't know what that is.
Godot company motto. We're so inclusive we censor our critics. And fuck your opinion, bigot.
Yeah. Maybe it's supposed to be minutes, yeah. So...
This person is a walking bundle of red flags.
Oh yes, very much so. They should be doing these tweets every 30 minutes, and anyone who has a problem with them can fuck off to oblivion and then fuck off some more, and anyone having any slight issue with it here can fuck off too. Great community manager. Out fucking standing. To not have mo drama, it's very easy. There will be no more drama the day those drama queens stop getting their panties in a knot around anything that doesn't concern them. Who's the one getting their panties in a twist right now? Like Reb said, the projection here is staggering. See something that doesn't concern you in any way? Just do your best to be a normal human being about it. Last I checked, fixing your fucking game engine so they can do work is their fucking concern. Last I checked, if you are funding a fucking company, that anything to do with your company is your concern. This isn't copia. No, this is absolute projection and narcissism. This is 50 Shades of this is 50 Shades of mental issues. This person has severe mental health problems. They do. They should not be employed in this position. They need to go seek useless counseling.
While they're blocking anyone with a different opinion. It's absolutely insane. But this individual will continue saying stuff like this. You have no right of speech here because I consider your speech to be toxic vomit.
Wow.
If you think inviting queer people to share their games is politics, you're a toxic piece of F, an evil human, and I want you to feel disrespected and to F off as fast as you can. Yes, this is all defending a...
Don't forget, chat. These are the people screaming inclusion and diversity at every opportunity. How very inclusive of them.
A terrible tweet that was made on their official account. Now, of course...
Well, Cryptic, that is why I don't call them SJWs and I call them SJAs, or Social Justice Activist. I have not called them SJWs for a very long time, for this specific reason. Because they're not. They're activists and that's all there is to it.
Who is this individual, right? You can see they have the moderator role in the related Discord server, and a lot of people were sharing some of their classics, their hit Discord messages here. I probably just have to like straight up censor this whole thing because it gets way too much for YouTube here. But basically, you can find this tweet for yourself and other people archiving some tweets from this moderator. But
okay, hang on. Let's... Chat, do you want me to try and look this up? You want me to try and look up this post? I might be able to find it. Alright. Games Nosh. Okay. Let's take a look-see, chat. When was this posted? Alright, let's get a load of this Godot. Okay, let's try doing this search. Here we go. Okay, so here we go, chat. It's oh shit. Okay. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to censor that too. I'm gonna have to cut that out of my video. Or I'm gonna have to do what Rev did and throw a giant bar over this. Did you? I totally missed you guys saying something because I was looking at my other screen to try and look it up. That's alright. Icky, this right here is this guy right here using the N-word over and over and over again in all of these tweets. They were saying this on Discord. That's okay. It's just a small little... I might not even need to cut it. I'll probably just I can probably just throw a black bar over it like Brad is doing here and cover it up.
But what I'm looking at right here is about 6 different examples of them saying the N-word with the hard R, and they're directing it
Good question,
at
Aki.
multiple racial...
Yeah, good question. How are they not banned when one of our own, who's someone who had their account hacked, put something less extreme and got banned? So how is Discord not banning them for this? Good for ye, not for me, right?
Racial groups here, like they're attacking a whole bunch of different racial groups with these tweets. I mean, like I said, I can't even really show this on YouTube, even censored.
No, Incognito, dude, this is not on Twitter. These examples are on Discord, not Twitter. All of this right here that's being covered up are Twitter posts.
It's crazy. So this person really loves the N-word and has been using it regularly for quite some time now, and a lot of people see that and say, wow, this is the person virtue signaling me about criticizing their tweet about embracing wokeness. Like, how ironic is that? But you can see Vera Dark here. She would grab some
here we go.
Screenshots from the related Discord server, and it only gets worse with this Xananax person. So
wait, hang on. Let's go back and read this. The Godot community... oh, excuse me, chat. The Godot community manager has caused irreparable damage to their image. They virtue signaled for years, but then they got triggered over the culture war. Then to own the chuds, they called it woke dote. But now they're blocking 1,000 people, even donators. This is the mentality being pushed by the moderators on Discord. And, okay, Godot isn't interested in any market. It's open source, lol. We're all here trying to make Godot be awesome, you know? Yeah? Xanax says, when you see fuckos coming out of the woodwork to be imbeciles, you don't say things that can make people trying to defend themselves mistake you for one of them. If you happen to do it by mistake, then it's easily fixable. There is no ambiguity, by the way. Anyone who speaks against this needs to be banned immediately. May they be good people? Maybe. May they be redeemed and learned? Sure, it's possible. They can do so on their own time and come back once they know better. In the meantime, their toxic weeds need to be removed. Woke studios use pre-built engines, likely true, since most studios do because they can't build their own engines, likely false. Then those can write to COC and say, hey, you misrepresent my words, and be unblocked. But as a mod with 7 years of practice and thousands upon thousands of such interactions, with maybe 10 in several dozen thousand. Oh, God. He justifies the use of saying, really? So this Xanax guy is Muslim. Interesting.
Discord server, and it only gets worse with this Xanax person. So here's a conversation where they say, there's no ambiguity, by the way. Anyone who speaks against this needs to be banned immediately. May they be good people? Maybe. May they be redeemed and learned? Sure, it's possible.
And there you go. Again, pulling this whole thing of, can they be redeemed? It's all your fault. We are never at fault. Oh yeah, Atanashi? Agreed. Let me put it this way. This person would not be my mod for very long the second I caught them doing this. The second I caught this person doing this, he would be gone. The very first post, I'd be like, you're out. You're out of my entire community. Do not pull this shit. This is he's an experienced Discord mod on an SJA or DEI Discord. So that's all he does. All he does is read into the internet. And because he's a Discord mod, he feels like he has power. He's power tripping. He is 100% power tripping on this.
They can do so on their own time and come back once they know better. In the meantime, they're toxic weeds and need to be removed. So basically they're saying that people who criticize Godot Engine in their tweets, they need to be re-educated and basically adapted to go back into society and this very established server where apparently you have to be a very distinguished and cultured person to understand the lessons they're trying to teach here. But they go on to say, we don't want them in this community, referring to people criticizing them. And they go on to say, anyone who opens their mouth about why Godot woke can F off to the end of the universe and then F off some more. Blocking immediate and complete 100% agree. They continue on by referring to their critics as cockroaches. They say removing cockroaches from the community is making Godot good. And they further say, no, it's the utmost productive. Let the FOs that hold society back be shunned everywhere. Ain't no time for them. Let them get effed. So they're
So the people paying your fucking salary are cockroaches? Again, I will remind everyone in chat and on YouTube watching this video. They are blocking or spanning or silencing people that literally pay their wages because they are backers. They're calling them cockroaches. Not a great plan.
calling people cockroaches and saying they need to be shunned by society because they criticized a game engine's tweets. That is unhinged. But it gets worse.
They need to be re-educated. They're cockroaches for having opinions. Comrade Commissar, off to Gulag.
Either that, or I can think of another group that likes to do re-education camps. They usually carry around a cross and are very devout. Yeah, they have re-education camps too, you know.
The moderator says whether they're using Godot or not is beyond the point either way. They're toxic, evil people, and they need to be weeded out like vermin.
This person is mentally unhinged. Oh yeah, Cryptic, there are a lot. Shamrock. Probably. The Teletubbies are evil. Don't look him directly in the eye, whatever you do. But this person right here is mentally unwell. they are proving right now they are mentally unwell. And probably should have the internet taken away from them for a while. Hello, Cinecell.
Yes, comparing people to vermin because they criticize tweets. But anyways, things would get worse, as you might expect. We now have the creator of Godot Engine here, Juan
Uh-oh.
Linietsky, who has gone private as a result of this whole situation. On the one hand, I feel somewhat sorry for this individual because these aren't his responses that started this whole thing.
Taurus, if Xanax is on Xanax, they need to up that fucking dosage. Because clearly it ain't working.
It's community managers and
Hello,
moderators.
Alistair.
But at the same point, you're responsible for the people working for you or working under your name or the name of your product. So I don't really feel too sorry for this individual because he's fostered people like this and allowed them into positions of authority in his own community. So you can see one person here saying basically stay out of politics with your Godot Engine Twitter account, where the creator says, I don't know why you would expect everyone in the project to have some sort of unified political stance.
Oh, wait. So the person at the top said, hang on. The person at the top said,
your Godot Engine
Twitter
account, where the creator says,
I don't understand
I don't know why
if you want
to expect everyone.
Alright. Shit. Alright, hang on. Let me straight this down so I can read this. I don't understand if you want to stay out of politics, why are you or someone running at Godot Engine Twitter account making posts like this? So this is his response to that.
So you can see one person here saying basically stay out of politics with your Godot Engine Twitter account, where the creator says, I don't know why you would expect everyone in the project to have some sort of unified political stance. There's plenty of people with very different views working together happily the way it should normally be. Now here's the issue.
That doesn't answer the question. This does not answer the question that was given. This guy said if you want to stay out of politics, why are your own people making posts like this? If your intention is to be apolitical, not that people have different political views, but that you wish your company to be apolitical, your own people are making posts like this. And he's saying there are people of different views working together, and that's the way it should be. Great. That doesn't answer the question. So he's trying to redirect. He's trying to deflect back. So he's just as bad as his employees. He's showing right here. He is just as bad as his employees. He is also SJA-DEI by saying this.
Issue. We're not hearing a wide spectrum of political beliefs. We're hearing one set, and it's people embracing wokeness and then dehumanizing and attacking anyone who dares to disagree with them. And yeah, I don't think anyone wants to even hear that in the first place when it comes to a game engine. Like, it's ridiculous. But he continued on to make another tweet saying, I deeply believe that any political discussion that puts labels to a group of people is one that should not have started. As most of the people in this planet, no matter their political compass, seems to strongly disagree with me, I just prefer to stay entirely out of politics. Well, that's great.
Fantastic. Why are your people vomiting it up all over social media then?
For you, but unfortunately, people working in your name, the name of your product, are very political. And they are putting labels on people.
Oh yeah, Andrea. Oh yeah,
this is modus operandi. Or simply disagree with them. Those labels include things like cockroaches and vermin. Like it's really, really crazy. But let's go back to the community manager who made that initial tweet. They have responded to Asmongold in the most unhinged way possible.
I saw this
morning, just before on recording this, channel. I saw them make a response saying, "Hey, at Asmongold, can we get proof that you too take showers next," with a selfie of them in the shower. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used this phrase before on this channel, but like this is the woke mind virus in one screenshot here. Like this is everything going on with the Godot situation.
I mean, this is poor mental health personified. That's what this is. This is poor mental health in visual form.
And wokeism as a whole. Like, this is really just on character for the type of people saying all this unhinged stuff.
Oh, shit!
But
Moros, how long ago did that happen? And are you safe? Like, how long ago did you hear that, and are you safe in your home right now? Cause that's not something to fuck with. Like, stay safe, buddy. Please.
anyways, we would actually get a response from Godot Engine, and this would be retweeted by that community manager, where they say about the current situation. You can see that a very brave tweet with the replies turned off, of course. They start off by saying this: on Friday, we made a tweet that unexpectedly led to a wave of
Lock
harassment.
your doors and hide your kitties.
Directed at our staff and community. We unequivocally condemn this abuse. The volume of negative engagement overwhelmed our moderation efforts. While attempting to protect the Godot community, we mistakenly blocked individuals who were not participating in the harassment. The Godot Foundation Board takes full responsibility for these moderation actions, yada, yada, yada. So they are playing the victim. So they make a dumb, divisive, political tweet, and somehow they're the victims, even after their community.
Zero accountability. This is zero accountability for the actions of people on their staff. And it's gonna keep happening. They're only doing this because they got caught.
Cheer 100 going at Asmund. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Oh, sadistic, they didn't simply miss. They airballed and bricked at the same time, which should not be possible, but somehow they managed to accomplish this. And morals, for the love of God, if it's been on and off for the last half hour, call the police. Call them. Get them out there. Tell them you are hearing shots going off. Trust me, they will respond.
Manager, their moderators go out and attack people, call them terrible things. Somehow, they're the victims in the situation. And curiously, they say they take full.
No, Andrew, this isn't even they were mean to me, so I hit them, but it's their fault. This is the 5-year-old response of they were mean to me, so I'm gonna have my daddy beat them up because they're the ones at fault.
Gods, I hope Charlie gets in on this and they try to hit him with a clap back. It would be fucking glorious to see.
I don't know. Maybe. Charlie's kind of dialed it back, it seems like. But, I mean, still.
Full responsibility for these moderation actions. But in a second statement, they say this: our community moderator, Xananax. We strongly condemn the harmful language used by this moderator of the unofficial Godot-related Discord server. We want to clarify that Xananax is not hired by nor a spokesperson for the Godot Foundation, which is interesting because they take responsibility for moderation efforts on Twitter, but they don't take responsibility for these moderation efforts. In fact, they completely dismiss anything that this person's doing. However, this person, as we've seen, is speaking what seems to be on behalf of the company and the community, and they even seem to have some sort of an authority, like they can block and unblock people. They can also seem like they can contact the Godot Foundation. Like, they have some sort of authority. So just because they're on an unofficial Discord server where, of course, people go for their Godot-related issues, which sounds a lot more like an official server, but...
Yeah, like, I don't know much about this Discord that Xananax is modding. Their unofficial server used to be the official one. Is that what's going on, Beth? It used to be their official one?
My dad owns Xbox and I'll get you banned.
Okay, so it used to be their official server, Xananex got control of it, and so then they disowned it. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. Okay, that makes a hell of a lot more sense. So they eventually had one brain cell kick into gear and realize Xananex is not doing good for us. This is bad. We need to shut this down and move to a new server. Because I'm guessing he has a long history of doing this. But the damage is already done. The damage is already done.
They're acting like this person just some rogue person they have no control over, when it seems like they have a role in their community that they have allowed for a long time. But overall,
it's called weakness.
What a mess. I mean, literally in the course.
It's literally called they didn't want to stand up to him because, as I've said before, the SJA DEI crowd will devour themselves with the slightest provocation. So, my guess is they lost their official Discord server to this mod because they were scared he would turn on them. Now, why they would be scared of this when it's their fucking Discord kind of goes to show you how weak the upper echelon of Godot is. It really speaks to how weak, how weak-willed these individuals are. That they're just like, we're scared that Xananex might be mean to us if we call them out on this, so we're just gonna open up the this is basically the equivalent of we're scared of the cockroaches.
It was their official server, with him as the person inviting people. If you click the link on their website, it will say Xanax invited you. They only changed to a new server a few months ago and haven't really changed anything.
Oh yeah, baby news. What I'm saying is they changed to a new server because they were scared to make Xanax angry because he might be mean to them. This is basically the same as, okay, there's one cockroach in the house, we're moving the fuck out and moving into a new home. But we're gonna still maintain the mortgage on the old house and let the cockroach live in it. That's basically what this is.
Course of 24 hours, they have lost any goodwill they have generated with this engine, and a lot of people were very interested in.
Is he? He's also a mod in the new. Well, there you go. Well then, fuck them. They get everything that's coming to them then. Yeah, then they get everything that's coming to them. Because not only is he SJA DEI, but he's also openly racist. So fuck him. Let him take this whole fucking company down then. These people are gonna take this whole fucking company down, and we're all gonna be sitting here with the marshmallows ready to roast it on the trash fire that will be the rubble of this company.
In this game engine, they thought this was a good alternative to some of the existing game engines, and now they're like, whoa, these people are unhinged. I don't want to support them, number one. And number two, like, if these are the types of people surrounding this community and anything related to this product, there's going to be more issues in the future. Like, you think this is the start and end of it? I highly doubt it. And really, the fact that, in particular, the community manager and these moderators are not gone already is insane. As far as I can tell, especially with the community manager, they're still working on behalf of Godot, and they still seem to have access to the Twitter account. The fact that those privileges have not been taken away is crazy and shows they're not learning anything about this situation, and they're probably doomed to repeat all the mistakes they're currently making. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
They're not learning anything because they don't want to learn anything. They like their little bubble world that they live in. They do.
At this point, can we all agree that the asteroid currently orbiting us should have been a lot larger and on a collision course?
Yeah. Uh-huh. We are in the I don't want to live on this planet anymore.